Hello YouTube, it's Muttley again. Before I begin, just to let you know, I will be doing some stuff in relation to domestic violence. I'm going to do the first two, possibly three clips in relation to this. The last clip that I do will be discussing things that you can do to help and or solutions to this issue that we're having. Now, I understand that this may be upsetting to some people, so this is a bit of a trigger warning. If you have any issues or you find the subject matter disturbing or upsetting, now would be a good time to turn off. But if you are interested in what possible things you can do to help, this would probably be the ideal time to skip to the other clip that I'm going to do. Anyway, getting on with what I was, what I'm going to sort of discuss. The reason I'm doing this is about a week and a half ago, a friend of mine, a lovely and amazing woman, an amazing lady called Helen Taylor, who heads up a organisation called the Suffolk Rape Crisis Centre, mentioned in passing that there's been a lot of closures within within things like refuge shelters and rape crisis centres and stuff like this, and that sort of got me thinking. I don't understand why these closures are happening personally, but So I decided to do a bit of research, and it's taken me a bit of time to get around to actually doing the research and asking this question, which is at the title of the video, which is there a war on women? When I started doing this, I actually questioned whether that was the right thing for me to say. I questioned it because, for many reasons. And in all honesty, I was concerned that I might have been being overly dramatic with the phrase, shall we say. Since doing this research, I've come to the conclusion that I'm, if anything, going to be under-dramatic. I don't think there's a term in the English language that would adequately suit what is going on at the moment with regards to war on women is the only way that I could describe it, which it doesn't seem to do it justice to me. Okay, now I'm going to read some facts and give some comments on these facts that I've written down. Starting with how in the year year between 2013 and 2014, where they do the surveys and stuff, okay, criminal crime statistics and stuff, okay, 85 women were murdered by their partners or ex-partners in England and Wales. Now, this accounts for just under half of all women over the age of 16 who were murdered in that year, okay. That's about 46% of these women murdered. Now, to give a comparison, 7% of men murdered in the same period were murdered by a partner or ex-partner. Now, I want to point out here something very quickly. Domestic violence is something that happens to all genders, all sexuality, people of all genders and people of all sexualities. So I'm not singling out any group here, but numbers, numbers don't lie. And when you're talking about half of the women that were killed in like 46% compared to 7%, that kind of says something. To me, that says something quite loud. Okay, this basically works out on an average of 2 women a week that are being killed by a partner or ex-partner. There's 2 women a week, okay, who are being murdered. But the thing is, it's estimated that there's many more women take their own lives as a result of domestic abuse. It's around about almost 30 women a week attempting to commit suicide as a result of domestic abuse. And every week, 3 women it's estimated that 3 women are killing themselves, committing suicide, to escape domestic abuse. So, on average, when you think about that, 5 women a week are dying, being murdered, however you want to put it, because of domestic abuse. Okay? So, you ask me if there's a war against women, if there's a war on women. I'm sitting here thinking, fuck yes, the statistics, the numbers. When you're looking at 5 people dying, okay, that they measure combat zones in the amount of bodies, the amount of people killed. So yeah, there is a war on women. In that time period, 2013 to 2014, the police recorded 887,000 domestic abuse incidences in England and Wales. Okay, 887,000 incidences where the police were called out. That's not factoring in incidences where domestic abuse has taken place and the police weren't called out. Think about that. The vast majority of domestic abuse cases goes unreported. And that's, that's been like nearly 1 million that happened in that year, if not well over 1 million. Which brings me on to the second point, which is each year around 2.1 million people suffer from domestic abuse, 1.4 million women and 700,000 men. So I know that there are going to be people out there that are going to watch this clip that are MRAs and that are MGTOWs, and they're going to go, oh, what about the poor men? What about men? Women are twice as likely to suffer domestic abuse compared to man. Okay, given these numbers. Now, it also says here it's estimated that 4.6 million, that's 28% of the adult population, have experienced domestic abuse at some point since the age of 16. Okay, that's 4.6 million women. Okay, it's estimated 28%. That's a quarter of the population, adult population. Think about that. That's just over a quarter. That's nearly half of women. If you think about it, 50% of the British population is women, roughly 50%, and you're talking about just over 50%, or just over 25% of the adult population. Okay, that's like, so. Now, with regards to the refuge centres and places like that, rape crisis centres, okay, 1 in 3 women getting turned away. A third of the women asking for help are being turned away due to lack of space. And since this government has taken, the Tory government got re-elected, wherever you want to put it, the current government in Britain, okay, 32 refuge centres, okay, have had to close the doors. 32 in the last year, okay, to my knowledge. Okay, that's what I've got here. Okay, so I'm sitting here going, we have a problem. People are suffering. People are dying. Okay, and we're not doing enough to help. As a matter of fact, we're doing less than what we should be doing. So I'm gonna stop here and take a quick breather, because to be honest, I find this angers me and it depresses me. It's taken me a while to actually get to do the clip that I'm doing now, partly because of the depression I'm having, and this isn't a cheery, happy subject or something that I'm really comfortable dealing with. So I'm going to pause it now, take a bit of a breather, and then I'm going to do a second clip and possibly a third clip, okay? I'll see you guys in a minute.